Now let's start with our unit number 4, orthographic projections. So there are different types of projections. Okay, in that we are going to study orthographic projections. So I will share this PPT to you. You can read the definitions and all these things. But there are different reference planes: horizontal plane, vertical plane, and profile plane. There are different views which are going to be projected on those planes. So front view is projected on vertical plane, top view is projected on horizontal plane, and side view is projected on profile plane. You know all these things. Now, this is all about the notations. How to view the naming. For uh, okay, for front view we use a dash, while for top view we use normal a, and for side view a double dash. Okay. Now these are the different types of projections. You can Google it. You can get the different diagrams and objectives of these views, what we can achieve from these views. So we are just going to study orthogonal. In that also there are two types of views: axonometric and multi-view. So we are going to study multi-view drawings. Now this is a table which you can study on your own. Okay, I'm going to start from here. There are two principal planes. One is vertical plane, another one is horizontal plane. So if you want to see the object perpendicularly, okay, if we are going to uh, if we are going to put any object over here, then we can see its front view and top view on these two planes. If suppose the object is inclined or any one of its surface is inclined, we have to use these AIP and AVP. So some people were asking to me, what about AVP and AIP? So this is AIP, which is auxiliary inclined plane. Okay, that plane is definitely perpendicular to VP and inclined to HP. As you can see, this is the angle with HP. If you are viewing it from this direction, so this will see as a line in your VP, inclined line in VP. Okay, so if it is said that it is cut by an AIP, so we have to take the inclined line in your VP, means in your front view. If it is said that it has to be cut by an AVP, so it has to be cut by a line which is shown in HP, which is below the reference line. Okay, getting it? So what is AVP? It is similar to VP. Okay, what is VP? This is VP. VP is perpendicular to HP. Similarly, AVP is also perpendicular to HP, but it is inclined to VP. Okay, so we are going to plot front view on VP. Similarly, on AVP, we are going to plot a auxiliary front view. If AVP consists of auxiliary front view, so AIP will consist of auxiliary top view. Okay, then this is for side view. It is known as profile plane. This plane is generally perpendicular to VP and HP. It is obviously perpendicular to VP and HP. So we have to draw our side view on this plane. If you have any problem, we will take the questions in the last 10 minutes. Okay. So this is our arrangement: VP, vertical plane, horizontal plane, and profile plane. Now there are two types of methods, but we are going to use rotation of plane method. Okay, so for our convenience, we have to draw the object in 2D. So we have to make this current situation into 2D situation. So we are going to rotate this horizontal plane in downward direction through 45 degrees or 90 degrees, sorry. So by doing so, this will be like this: VP, HP, this is our reference line. Now what about profile plane? This profile plane has to be rotated on the sidewards by 90 degrees, like this. Okay, so front view, top view, and left hand side view. Why left hand side view? This is our first angle projection method. Hence front view will be above the reference line, top view will be below the reference line, and we have to draw our side views with respect to front views. Hence left hand side view on the right side. If you want to draw right hand side view, we have to draw it on the left side over here. Okay, then this is your diagram. In this way we have to draw it. This is the reference line X, Y. Now this is the projection system. There are two types of systems we know: first angle projection system, third angle projection system. Okay, so uh, so in first angle projection system, if this is the observer, so from here front view will be over here, side view will be over here, and top view will be over here. Observers need to be changed its direction. For front view, this is the observer. For side view, this is the observer. For top view, this is the observer. In third angle projection method also, same thing is there. But in this case, in first angle projection method, we are going to draw this its projections or its views on the opposite side. It means that there is the object in between observer and this plane. Okay, in all these cases, all these views. But in this case, in third angle projection method, there is a plane. This is the plane which is in between this object and observer. Okay, so we have to draw this view on the plane which is in between. So for front view, we have to draw it over here, as it is the plane between the object and observer. Over here for top view, we have to draw the top view on this plane, which is definitely, if we use rotation of plane method, then this plane will be above the reference line. Okay, so this top view will be above the reference line. We will see it over here. See, after rotating it, first angle projection method, this is the diagram. If anyone is the front view, this is front view, so this will be side view, this is the top view. Okay, after rotating it, this plane will be going over here, this plane will be going downwards. Over here, it will be opposite direction, like this. Okay, see it over here, front view, top view, and you have to draw the side view besides front view. As it is right hand side view, it has to be drawn on the left side. If it is left hand side view, it is to be drawn on the right side. Okay, so this is first angle projection method. So this is third angle projection method. What happens over here? Front view is the below the reference line. Now we have to draw top view above the reference line, because that top plane is to be rotated through 90 degrees and it will give you the top view. Okay, and side view, it is to be below the reference line because front view is below the reference line. And in this case, right hand side view will be on the right side, left hand side view will be on the left side. So this is the basic difference in first angle and third angle projection method. Then this is about the symbols of first angle and third angle projection method. Okay, now over here, if we suppose object is over here, sorry, observer is over here, so front view will be plotted over here, and for this view, this is the right left hand side view. So observer is over here. From over here, it will plot this left hand side view on the right side. So this circle is visible, or this plane surface is visible, and this outer circle is visible because this its dimension is greater. So both these circles are dark. Getting it? So this is the diagram for first angle projection method. As it is to be rotated through 90 degrees, this will give you such a diagram. Now what happens in third angle projection method? For front view, we have to see from here. The front view is over here. For left hand side view, we have to see it from here. But there is a plane. This plane is in between this observer and object. So its view is to be plotted over here. And after rotation, it comes through 90 degrees over here. So the side view, left hand side view comes on the left side. So this is left hand side view. It is to be on the left side. This happens in case of third angle projection method. So this is the symbol for first angle projection method. This is the symbol for third angle projection method. And how to draw it? What are the dimensions? These are mentioned over here. If you take this dimension d, this will be 1.7 d and this will be 2.2 d. Okay. Now, methods of orthogonal projection. I don't think this is that much important for us. So these are the different dimensions given over here. Front view, left hand side view, right hand side view. Actually, this should be reverse. There are different types of views. Total, how much views they are shown you. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Total, we can draw 6 views, but generally we have to draw only 3 views for our purpose. 4 views can be drawn because different types of object can be understood by different types of views. Okay, so if this is the object, it is to be placed in this type of glass box. Now it will give the front view over here, side view, top view. Okay. So steps for solving orthographic views. First, this is the object. If we consider front view and top view, so this they have used third angle projection method. So hence front view will be below the reference line, top view will be above the reference line. Now we will directly go for orientation. Okay, why we put the object like this? If the object is kept like this, inclined, so all these views will be very critical and will not give you proper dimensions, and it is very difficult to draw such views. Hence, this type of method is not used. We have to put the object like this so that we can get clear dimensions and we can draw these views clearly and very simply. Okay, there are different methods, so they are suggesting us inappropriate and good methods which we can use. If we use such diagrams, then it is very difficult to draw our top view. So we have to use it like this. It can easily be drawn like this, and this will be its side view. Front view, top view, side view. It can be directly used similarly for first angle projection method, because in both these methods only uh, where we draw these views is different. Remaining all things are same. Similarly, this is also inappropriate. So in this case, okay, no, we will go for next problem. We will directly go for some problems. You can see or you can study all those steps. Now, this type of object, if it is a thin plate and there are different types of holes in this plate, now over here only its one dimension is given. So this is the front view, this is the top view, similarly this is the side view. Now for this object only one view is very important, which is this one. Okay, this is front, this is considered as front view. Why I'm considering this as front view, why not this as a front view? Because the side view is drawn besides this front view. So this is front view, this is side view, this is top view. Only front view is compulsory or is sufficient to understand this object. And if they mention thickness, you can directly take thickness over here and take its ends and join, you will get the rectangle. These are, this is the center line, out the outer ends are longer. Okay, and this is the hidden line for hole. These two are the hidden lines for holes. So similarly these two, this hole be having these two hidden lines, this is center line. Okay, now this is also the object requires only one view to define it. Okay, now uh, we require only one view as the center line is given. If center line is not given, we cannot understand that this object is circular in shape. Okay, if center line is or these hidden lines are not given, even these hidden lines are not given or given, it doesn't matter. But if the center line is not given, we can consider the shape as square, rectangle, any shape. So the center line is very important if it is circular. Okay, now this type of object requires two views. So in this case, this is not front view, this is front view. Why? Because side view is drawn over here and this is the top view. So if we are going to draw these are all circles. If you want to draw these two views, first we will draw this view because there are maximum circles, and after taking projection it is very easy to draw this because these are only rectangles. By understanding these two only, we can easily understand this object is like this. So there is need of only two views. So in this type of object, there is also only need of drawing two views only. Okay, so we will go for the object for three views. If we use this type of objects, then we need to draw three views. Now we will consider how to draw this type of objects. Okay, so this is the arrow for front view, this is for side view, this is for top view. If you consider this as front view, this will be our left hand side view and it is to be drawn on the right side. So which parts are visible in your front view? It is to be shown, or it is shown by yellow color. Okay, this flat base portion is visible. Only the slot over here, this is also visible, but this slot is not only visible in front view, it is also visible in top view also. If you see the top view, this slot will be also visible. So it is given different color. So visible parts in front view with this portion, this portion also, and this circular portion, and this slant portion. Okay. So this type of front view we have to draw. This portion is the inclined portion, hence we have to draw dark lines over here because dimensions or direction of material is changed over here. Okay. Now for side view, this portion is visible while this vertical portion is visible. Okay. This arc is visible till this center. Okay. And this inclined portion is also visible. Why it is shown in green color? Because this portion is from straight line to this center arc, and this complete inclined portion is also visible in your top view, and it is shown by green color. Okay. So how will be its side view? It will be like this. Okay. There is a slot, and this portion is visible like up to the upper center. This center is the highest point, hence it is to be drawn till this portion. Now as there is a hole, you have to draw hidden lines over here and center line over here. This is the difference in hidden line and center line. It is to be drawn as dashed lines, and it is to be drawn like dash dot dash dot dash dot dash dot. Okay. Now this strip is over here. The thickness of strip is given in your problem. Okay, whatever the thickness which given there, we have to draw it over here. Then what about top view? So in top view, this complete base portion will be visible to you from here, hence it is pink, and this portion is pink. Now what the remaining portion visible is this complete green, while this pink. Okay, this is the back portion. So this half portion is similar to remaining half portion, as it is symmetry. So it is to be drawn like this. This is the box. This rectangular box is for this portion, cylindrical portion, and this remaining strip is for this slant portion. Okay, this is still here, so it is drawn over here. What about this hidden line? This, there are two hidden lines. This is one hidden line, this is another hidden line. So what are these hidden lines? From top, this and this, both these edges are visible, but these two edges, first one this and second one this, these two edges are not visible, hence we have to draw these edges actually till which end. So this slot is from here to last, from here to this end. Okay, so we have to take this distance over here and take it to the other end. So we are taking these hidden lines from first end to other end of the object, as it is a through hole. Okay, getting this object over here. Now this is a complete diagram. Okay, as there is hole and circle over there, so we have to draw center line and hidden lines. So dimensions are also mentioned over here, but they have done some mistake in dimensions. We will not draw dimensions like this. The dimension of this hole is given correctly. Okay, it is mentioned like this, but remaining dimensions are not mentioned like this. Actually, such extension lines are drawn over here, which are 3 to 5 mm extension line, and this is known as dimension line. And then we have to give the dimension. This arrow will definitely touch this extension line, which is extended from this end. Okay, and very minimum dimensions should be given inside the object after drawing the object. Maximum dimension should be given outside the object. So this is our second example. Okay, as this was very difficult example, if you had not understand that, so we'll come for the simple example. Okay, now for front view, only this portion is visible, which is pink, and this dark pink portion is also visible. Why these portions are not visible? Because it is parallel to the observer. Okay, so the projection from observer's eye will not be seeing this because it is parallel. Okay, this portion is also parallel, hence this portion is also not visible. Only this pink and dark pink portions are visible. So this will be your front view. Okay, so same dimensions are over here. So this will give you front view. What about side view? So over here they have given this side view, means it is left hand side view. If it is first angle projection method, left hand side view will be on the right side. So it is to be drawn on the right side. Okay. So this height is similar to this height. So we have to take projections from side front view like this directly. After taking projections, this portion is visible. So first we have to draw this portion, and remaining lines from here, these lines are directly joined. Okay. So this portion is L shape. So this is L shape portion over here, and remaining first step and second step, which are dark blue, is visible over here. They have given for simplification over here. Okay. After that, we have rotated it through 90 degrees and get those views. This method is known as rotation of plane method. What about top view? So this L over here is clearly visible. So it is taken over here. Then first step and second step. Okay, these two steps. So this is the method to draw the objects or orthographic projections for our isometric view. Okay, this is known as isometric diagram, and we have to convert it into orthographic projection. This is for simple orthographic projections. Okay, so we will, if you have any problems, you can continue with your problems. Anyone want to ask any problem? Hello. If anybody want to ask problem, they can unmute themselves and ask problem. Do you have any problem? Anybody?